last video, we talked about the Boolean and how it was going to be used for an if statement, so I figured I should probably go ahead and knock that out of the way. So I already have the main method started. First, we'll start with the Boolean. We'll call it Boolean, our Boolean. Equals, we'll just set it equal to true. And then the way the if statement works is you have the word if, and then in parentheses you have a Boolean expression. So if our Boolean equals, and then you do two equal signs for a comparison. That seems kind of odd, but whenever you use one equal sign, you're setting something equal. Whenever you use two, you're comparing the two and you're checking to see if that's true or false. Then we start a curly brace after the parentheses, and then we will type in what we want to do. We want to print the Boolean is true. And then we can have another if statement below that. If our Boolean equals false, we will print out the Boolean is false. And notice if I highlight this curly brace, this if statement ends here. So this is a completely different statement. I will teach you about nested if statements later on, which is where this if statement is inside that one. We'll run this program and it'll turn out true. The Boolean is true because we set it to true. That in itself is a fairly useless thing to do. It's just so you can get an idea of what's going on. Let's get a little bit more intuition of this. We'll run it with the word false, so the Boolean is false now. What this is really used for is, we'll go down here, int n, we'll call our integer n equals 1250. And then, this time we want to figure out if n is greater than 100, and we'll tell it to print, n is greater than 100, because sometimes we'll have two different variables, or a variable we want to look at. So this will say n is greater than 100. Well, if we have another integer, we'll call it int m equals 2834. And what if we want to compare these two integers? So we will do if int m is greater than n, we will type in m is greater than n. Then we can do a different if statement. If n is greater than m, we can type out n is greater than m. So whichever one of these statements is true is what it's going to print out. Here m is greater, so m is greater than n. And we can tell the computer to do certain things depending on what the value of some kind of expression here was. That's basically how an if statement works. In our next video, I'll go over an if-else statement, and later on we'll probably do nested if statements. None of those are too complicated, but make sure you play around with this a little bit on your own. Make sure you have a full understanding of what's going on. If you don't, you'll get behind eventually. You don't want that to happen. You want to have a good understanding of everything we're doing for now. These are all the very basic building blocks of Java. You have to know this stuff very well to program in Java. Alright, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope this helps you. If you liked it, hit that like button down below, subscribe, and share this as much as possible. Thank you.